You know I come from a city of sorrow, man. Ugly introduction.
What's good, David Reacts back at it with Jordan. Today we're reacting to YBN Cordae Fighting Temptations. I not reacted, but I watched some of his stuff. He's really lyrical with his stuff. He's the best person in YBN in my opinion. I know he has a lot to say about like what happened with the J. Cole response and all that.
I listen to YBN's My Name Is, and I listen to YBN's response to J. Cole's 1985. And YBN's very lyrical. Like, he's very young and lyrical. That's just like different in the rap game right now. And he's the best one out of YBN, like lyrically wise. But what he said, what he was talking to J. Cole with, like, it was raw and it had bars to it, but he wasn't really listening to what J. Cole was saying in the song. If you guys go back and listen, but overall, I think YBN Cordae was a pretty good rapper, and he's gonna be upcoming soon. So yeah, I'm ready to get in the video.
Alright, yeah.
From the gutter to bottom, the fuck is the problem? It's so.
Yeah, he's like a old head for real, you know, like the way he raps, the way he
Yeah, like the way his beats are made, the way it sounds. You could tell he represents the youth while still looking up to the old heads.
Yeah.
Always trouble in Gotham. If he stuttered, they rob it. We catch the shoulder to Harlem, making plays like huddles of snow or puddles. Stay solid. The code from the OGs, the Jordan, the Kobe's. I be studying game. Get the score from the nosebleeds. When you pouring, exploding, it's more important.
He said he gets the score from the nosebleeds, and he's talking about Jordan and Kobe. And then he's basically saying, like, if you know, like, if you're at a game and you're way up high, it's called the nosebleeds. And then he's saying he gets the game from Jordan, like, he gets the game. And then he's talking about, like, the score and stuff. He's talking about,
like,
he's obviously talking about, like, yeah, like, moving work and shit, like, selling drugs. So, yeah.
Voting, little niggas getting killed, and now we forced to be toting. Cause I done lost some little homies, couple cousins, is crazy. My little brother straight bustin', now he stuck with a baby. And he like, fuck it, it's gravy. It's just another occasion. With some luck, I'ma save him. But shit, he stuck on probation.
He's talking about his little cousin and his brothers and like all this stuff that happens in the street, and like he was really raised in that type of environment, as you can tell. He's talking about his cousins, brothers. Like, once you're in it, basically your whole family's in it, and not necessarily, but you know what's going around in your environment, and you're very aware to everything, you know.
And he's talking about how they're like forced to start toting guns and stuff. If you really like understand that, he's saying like it's a never-ending cycle in the streets. Like, people will shoot, people are getting shot at, so they're forced to be, you know, holding guns, and then they get caught with guns. And then he's talking about his cousins and stuff being in the streets, and he's talking about how people are young, busting nuts and stuff, whatever you want to call it. He's saying that there's never ending cycle of like children being born and them staying in the hood and them being forced to carry guns. It's shit. He's talking about it's never-ending cycle of in the hood, and that's what Fighting Temptations basically is.
Just another day in the life when you raised on the price. Now I'm paying the price for my bad decisions. Lay awake in the night, gotta pray to get right. Shaking high like I had to get it on. Made a couple transactions, felt fantastic. That retail therapy is just a scam tactic. A new wave of new slaves to the brand package. Boy, my gas be supreme, not a damn jacket. I ran rapid, sheep niggas with lamb habits.
He said my drugs would be supreme, no damn jacket. You get that? He's saying like he got the word.
Kids doing Zans, acid, and cram classes. Procrastinate on exam passes and slam asses. Fast forward, my fans massive, my plan master. Speaking from experience, I've seen through these lenses. Your potential is intact, will it even begin? My whole team gonna be eating, don't mind feeding my friends. Cause dog, I'd rather be in meetings, fuck tweeting a trend.
He said, not he said, but YBN Namir is, I mean, not Namir, but YBN is a music label. It's not a gang. They cleared that up. He's turning it into something good where there can be rappers coming out of this, you know, like YBN Cordae and YBN Almighty J, YBN Namir. Just that whole little group is coming up, and they're just coming up as like a team, basically.
And if you just heard what he said he rides the beat. He don't ride no tweets or no trends. He's basically saying, like, if you notice, there's always trends started with rap, and you know, like the mumble rap or the drill music or something. If you understand what he was saying, he's basically saying like he's lyrical and like he rides the beat and he's speaking his world into the songs. Which, I mean, I like YBN Cordae. He's lyrical.
I really respect this dude. Like, really respect him.
Outside strong, but I'm bleeding within. I know you tired of all the crying and the grieving and sin. God gave LeBron height and blessed me with a pen. A real nigga, but most of all, a leader of men. Just a day in the life, when you raised in the price. Now I'm paying the price for my bad decisions. Lay awake in the night, gotta pray to get right. I'm shaking high like I had to get it.
In that video, I really felt everything he was saying. Like, he spits it so everybody can, like, relate to him, you know? Like, he's talking about drug dealing and, like, all this other stuff, and I like
he's just talking about his everyday life. That's what he sees.
That's what I like rap. I like hearing what people have to say and where they came from, and not all this, you know, just mumble rap. Like, I like mumble rap, but like
to an extent,
you know, you can't just be not saying anything, you know. But I really like what he's doing, you know.
Yeah, I like the video, and I like how he explained, you know, the whole life in the hood, and you know, where he grew up, wherever you want to call it, and like the fighting temptations of, you know, like like to just do what you're like lined up to do in life, which is like, you know, it's where they come from, so like it's a never-ending cycle. But yeah, I like YBN Cordae. I like how he puts everything together in that song.
Yeah, but that was the video, guys. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll get my views out there. Just, you know, show your friends. But most of all, really comment what you guys want to see us react to.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. But yeah, that's the video.
The dash is digi, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like Boogie. Life is a